How to EDM large punches? Had this question pop up. So here are two, I'm going to say gear-like shapes where we machined about 90% around. There's a ½ inch on two parts of this that is not machined. This is what we're going to use today. So body filler, Bondo hardening, stir sticks, just strapping material cut down. Screwdriver, open it up, piece of paper, rag. So first we just dry off the part. Like it to be nice and dry. Doesn't have to be perfect, but we just don't want it sopping in water. Just dry it up there real fast. And then when we are done with that, we will start to put some magnets on it, 2 magnets. The magnets are used to get the electric to the center part. You just put it over the kerf there in 2 places where the machine is not going to travel and run into them. So those 2 are far apart there. We grab our piece of paper. I sped up this part of the video not to bore you. Open up our Bondo, grab a stick, get a good amount of Bondo in there, a couple scoops, hardening, add it. If you're in the body shop business, add more hardener than you used to. You want this stuff to dry up in 15 minutes. Stir it up real good. This is some blue Bondo. Got it during COVID when red dye wasn't available. And now you go and you spread it. You put it on the part that has been machined. I like to use my finger because you want to get some down into the crack, into the kerf. Okay? You don't want any to be where you need the machine because Bondo is not conductive, so it would not machine and cause you a problem. You want to keep it away from your magnets because you don't want any Bondo to get underneath your magnet and lift on up the magnet and interrupt your electricity going to your punch during the cutoff machining. I also like to run your head up a little bit higher because it's going to be sticking up. I like to make sure it's not sticking up too much. Rub it down good. Make sure we're not going to have a crash with our upper head. That's probably the biggest thing you got to worry about, depending upon how high up you are. I have this 15-minute RFD chip. It sets the timer on my phone. After 15 minutes, we come on over. I can tell you this is good and hard. You just rub your hand onto it. It's good and hard. It's not soft. It's not. It's ready to go. So we're going to start this baby up. Hit the old green button and get this thing moving. So here we go. Machine's moving, threading, and we're going to be off to the races. We'll come on back and check this out after a little bit. Water's filling on up. Now that it's done, come on out. You can see we finished the cut there on the 4 spots for these 2 parts. And I can tell you I'm pushing down on this. It ain't moving. It ain't moving, man. It held it perfectly. Come on over to our knockout station. Put this up on some risers, some spacers. I take a hammer. Got to give it a few good hits. Sometimes a little more than others. I've held very heavy parts. I've held 60, 70, 80 pound parts this way that are about this size. Thicker material, obviously. Works well up until you get down to a very small part. So you can decide how you want to take off the Bondo off the surface. I chose to grind it off. And then in the kerf here, I will use a bead blaster. So you can see it here. And then we will just bead blast this off. Could have bead blasted off the face as well. Could have scraped it, whatever you like. Now, there's a nice big punch machined, nice and easy. Thanks for watching.